Well, first trip out today, 7:30 in the morning. Gorgeous morning in Southern California. A little bit overcast, but the sea surface conditions are great. And off we go looking for dolphins and whales on Captain Dave's Dolphin and Whale Safari. Come across a few common dolphin here. Common dolphin are the most numerous marine mammal we see off our coast. We got a couple bow riders.
When they're born, they're like floating out long. Sheer waters right here. These little birds can dive 60 feet. Dolphin around.
Common dolphin are the most numerous marine mammal we see off our coast, and they eat small little bait fish like anchovies, sardines, little fish that about the size of your fingers that these guys can swallow whole. If you look right out in front of us here, all these birds out in front of us are eating the same thing. So there's a big bait ball of fish right out in front of us.
With a couple of whales and nobody else is watching.
Look at all these birds. Most of these birds are shearwaters. And shearwaters are diving birds. They can dive 40 to 60 feet down into the water, chasing the same fish that these dolphin are eating. There's one right there. And you look, they get so full of food that they can barely fly out of the water. These are shearwaters. These dolphins are very social animals. Not only do they rely on each other for a lot of information and companionship, these guys live in pods of about 200. But they are also as curious of us as we are of them, which is one of the reasons why they're cruising next to the boat. We also give them a little pressure wave, a little extra push, but it's not unusual for them to look you right in the eye when you're down in the underwater viewing pod. Here comes a couple guests out of our underwater viewing pods. Anna, was that pretty cool? Was that fun? All right. Did you get a good look at them?
Oh yeah, it was really great.
Awesome.
Between 10 and 40,000. I have no idea how many there were, but the highest scientific estimate.
We are following a couple of southbound California gray whales. Still on the southern portion of the migration. We're kind of in the nexus of that migration where we're seeing northbound and southbound whales on trips these days. But these two particular whales are still on the southbound portion. We're waiting for them to come back up here.
They're kind of meandering back and forth a little.
Just came back up again, quite a ways on the inside of us there. You can see it below there. These gray whales used to be called devilfish. That's because the whalers used to kill the calves of and the moms would get so incensed that they would attack the whalers' boats and crush the boats. Most of the whalers couldn't swim, so they'd die. Well, now that has changed over the last century or so. Down in the lagoons of Baja, where these guys mate and give birth, they're now called the friendly whales. Because they'll actually bring their calves right up to the boats, these little small pangas, and allow people to scratch their heads, their tongues, touch their baleen in these little lagoons in Mexico. It's pretty amazing how that has changed over the century. California gray whales. Nice fluke.
Healthy little whale. Could be a male. That's a great angle for us to be on.
Yeah, you can see the
Right next to
footprints right next to each other here. There. Nice. Well, let's consider that fluke. Wave goodbye from the California gray whales. Here we have a California sea lion, a big male California sea lion on the buoy here. We know that's a California sea lion because you can see the external ear flap on the side of his head. And he's up on the buoy. A seal couldn't get up on that buoy like that. This is a big male. You see a bump just starting to grow on the top of his head. That's called a sagittal crest. Only the males get that. And males are much larger than females. Males would be 750 pounds, females 250 pounds. And sea lions bark and seals don't. California sea lion.